Oh shit. Here I'm is. Look at that. Here I'm is, and I got the review shirt on. So that must mean it's time for me to run my damn mouth. What's up? It's your man's J Dub. Here to chat with you about some things that I love dear to my heart, but would never have found them if it wasn't for the beautiful woman I married. So welcome to a new episode of My Wifey Made Me Watch It. Of course it's insecure season. Now look, I'm sorry, America. I missed you last week purposely, and I'm gonna tell you why. This episode was what I had been waiting for this week. This episode was what I had been seeking this week to see. I believe somebody on Instagram said it was a hydrated and moisturized evening with black skin. It was something like that. It's just beautiful. I love the imagery. I love it. And it's important to note that I didn't say anything about last week because I didn't love it. Look, Molly, Yvonne Orji, again, you are a fabulous actress because I don't like you right now. I just really don't. Your 30 minutes, last 45 minutes, last whatever it was last week, 30 minutes, didn't deserve its own broadcast to me because you're being foisted on me. You're funky. And I know every real life friendship, relationship, with a group of people, networking, business, whatever. It's always the funky one. And you the funky one. So, her and Drew was parlaying. Straight parlaying. She barely made it to the airport because Drew had hooked up a little something in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico with his brother and his brother's bride. Okay? So, of course, she's a workaholic. She went to the motherfucking office on the day they supposed to get on the plane. She barely made it. Thank God. He was standing there literally holding the plane at the gate. So they get to Mexico and, they laying out sex toys. They showing off outfits. They're doing their thing. It's looking, and it's no hate on a vacation because I like to vacate. I love it when we're cruising together. Baby, I tell you, I'm a cruise whore. As soon as this whole Corona thing get back to a normal level, Carnival, Royal Caribbean, I will be back. Anyway, I digress. I'm not going to hate on a good vacate. I'm not, even if it's Smiley's funky ass. Because Drew deserved to shut up in there. Drew deserved to have a good time. And also, and that's his boo. And I respect that. They characters that, again, feel like are being foisted upon us. But hey, she's having a good time. They're having a good time until Funky rears its funky head. Because first of all, when she got there, she didn't know if she wanted to get down with all the activities that Drew's brother, because fortunately Drew warned her that his brother's very active. And, but she turned the corner when she got there, climbed a mountain or some shit, went to some shindig. Seemed like she was having a good time. But funky is as funky does. When you funky, full of yourself, a bad person, you act a very bad character, Molly, Yvonne Orji. So funky, you reared your head over a towel. Don't you know when to pick your battles? My wifey pointed out that they was in mixed company. That's number one. I don't know that she had ever met his brother at all. That's number two, which I don't think they had because I think that was introductions when they arrived at the hotels, not just hellos, okay? So then you're in mixed company. You ain't never met this gentleman. You're on fucking vacation. I could see if you was even there for a week, but you're there for the weekend. You can't blow no time with funky. But since you are funky personified, you couldn't help your fucking self. So Funky goes to get a towel. It looked like the towel girl's being racist because she asked Molly for her room key, which probably is her job, but she noted that the white couple before her didn't have to show no room key. That would have made me want to say something too. But see, me, I'm the type that would have said, oh yeah, and pulled my shit out and been like, you didn't ask them for their room key and took my towel and went on my business. But Funky couldn't do that. Funky ready to argue over it. Funky ready to make a scene. Fortunately, Andrew's brother appeared out of nowhere, popped out his card, and the lady even offered the towel to Andrew's brother, and Molly snatched it from the lady and walked off because it was for and I'm sorry for not knowing your brother's name, Andrew. It was for your wife, remember? I know you're not watching. Because she had some shit in her eye because her makeup in the pool had splashed and boom. So gets the towel, get back over there. She's just got an attitude. And then here comes commentary that don't need to be made in mixed company on the last day or whatever, or the last evening of your vacation, whatever it was. You on a ski vacation, pick your battles. But you funky. Funky can't do nothing but be funky. So you damn near ruined the evening because comments got made that inflamed you and made you go to your room, blah, blah, blah. Funky, okay? So then, he kind of had a recovery there. I guess there was a reconciliation conversation. They're on their way home in the next scene. Walk through the airport. Who do we see? L Boogie. What's up, Lawrence, baby? Coming back from San Francisco on an interview, he said, hey, Santa Monica or Santa Barbara, you Californians got a lot of Santas. It's like it's Christmas every day. Real awkward. Oh, do I hug you? Oh, real awkward. Funky. Because she's funky. And he knows she's funky. Awkward interaction in the airport. They go their way. L Boogie go his way, pulls out his phone. My wife said, there's my condolences. I said, no, he's not calling my condolences. I said, if he ain't calling for a lift, he calling Issa. So that puts us right back to this good episode that Issa gave us this week, HBO. Two brown people on a wonderful date. Of course, L Boogie reached out to his ex because he still got fifis for East. So they're gonna hook up on a date. He's waiting in a restaurant. He's checking his breath. You know what I'm saying? He's got his fresh on. Except that, what do we call that shirt he had on? A sweater shirt?
It was a shirt, jacket, bottom.
It was, she said it was a jacket that looked like a shirt. We called it a shacket. And it was bothering her the whole episode. So shout out to the makers of the shacket. That's my word though. Anyway, you had your shacket on. You wasn't looking. You had your fly. You was looking all right to me though. I could tell you felt good about yourself, waiting to see your boo, cause that's your boo, L Boogie. Don't play with me, nigga. You know you love your ex. You know you love Issa. Here she came in the door. He beamed up. Issa's like, hey. My homegirl falls flat on her face. Wow. Hilarious moment of comedy. Everybody giggles. Lawrence gets over there. She's like, no, don't help me out. He's like, you gonna lay there a second, ain't she? She's like, yeah, I'm gonna just lay here a minute. And then, gets up and they proceed to have a nice evening. They had a dinner and a conversation. They unpacked some old baggage about how, I kind of feel like I left some shit on the table, East. I didn't really understand what I had type of conversation. And Issa was like, you was distant. I used to drive around the block before I came in the house type of relationship. He was like, wow, we really didn't talk. So he's starting to see himself. See, that's the first key, funky. That's why any interaction with you is going to be hatred, because if you involved in any interaction with Issa and a guy you hate, remember when you was on your retreat, he called, Nate called Andrew something about the garage door, and she heard Issa's voice. And here come the funk and the hate. You can't be like that. They don't need you in this, because this looks like a reconciliation. And I'm sorry to my condolences, because while they're on the date, my condolences texting and calling, and he's not here for the madness. Leave it alone. They're having a good evening. Do you want to, let's go. You want to share a lift? Sure, where you stay now? I literally stay around the corner from you. What? Blah, 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 blah. Nice. So they're talking and talking. So they get in the lift and they're headed to the crib. You know what I'm saying? To chill, because she's going to jump out and whatnot. But, there's a conversation. I can't just let you diss my crib, because she made a comment about him having mattresses on the floor and shit, and about his crib being all fucked up, which was to me, I want to come inside, baby, because I miss you too. That's what it said to me. But he could have read it another way. But he was like, I got to defend my honor. Uber Lyft driver dude, man, give me 5 minutes. She'll be right out. I'm finna go show off my place, nigga. So they go inside and she's looking around. Oh my God, it's so nice. She's lingering. Oh my, it's so nice. I didn't know you had so nice. He's like, whatever. Because you remember a couple episodes ago, before the trip to Puerto Vallarta, in the episode prior, we recall my homegirl Issa saying she was kind of, maybe it was 3 episodes ago, she was kind of pissed that she put the work in on L Boogie. only to see another little broad pick up and reap the benefits. My condolences. Because you kept trying to contact while they're making contact. So he steps outside, nah, this, that, and the other. Okay, so on and so forth. Boom, boom, boom. He comes back in the house. Issa's like, was that Condola? My Condola, sir? Yeah, you know, I'm supposed to go over there and talk to her. She wants to talk and such. So, you know, and then Issa's like, okay, I'm going to just get my stuff. And the Uber driver outside lifting me up anyway, waiting on me. So what if I don't want to go? Claim your boo. You see what I'm saying? I like that love shit. I love stories and musicals and love songs. I'm a sucker for love. I don't give a fuck what you say. I'm not wired to be alone. I'm not one of them people that says I don't give a fuck if I have somebody or not. I do, I did, and I will give a fuck because I like my wifey. You can't see her though. So he was like, well, damn, stay. So, of course, there's some shagging. You know, there's always a beautiful brown love scene. Of course, they're shagging. Now, look, the funny part of the evening happened while they were on the date because she ran into Big Boy, Mr. TSA, whose name I don't recall. And he out with a little bunny going to the same restaurant that Issa and El Boogie had just came from. And he was like, oh, shit, where do you know her from? You know, we used to get it in. And, of course, that was incredibly funny to Lawrence. But the date of Big Boy TSA man was not having that shit because she was like, it's time to go eat. So they out. So, you know, Issa does everything that you need in a show. That's why I could not understand for the life of me what made her think that her core audience wanted 30 minutes of funk. If I want 30 minutes of funk, I'll put on a Parliament album. I'll play some George Clinton. Okay? That last week's episode, I guess, in the bigger scheme of things, was necessary. But hey, because it seemed to me, when he saw the funk coming off Count Funkula, and then they get together on the date, and he finds out that she's no longer fucking with Count Funkula, that to me set some wheels turning. Because El Boogie, man, you know, you couldn't be a boyfriend, a man of Issa and not know about how her friends are. Shout out to Kelly, my fave. Need more Kelly scenes, need more Kelly scenes, need more Kelly scenes. Kelly's my fave. So, really good episode. Of course, they shag. He offers to take her home in the morning. She was like, no, you know, I think I'm gonna walk. She got on one of his sweatshirts, I believe, because I don't recall her having on that sweatshirt. And she walked home. I loved the episode. The episode was a great cleansing of the palate. It was a great way to sweep away the funk of Molly. So I'm looking forward to Molly's first interaction with confident Issa when she's deciding to go on and get her man back. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it looks like it's going to happen. So maybe 2 episodes or 3 episodes are going to go by and they're going to be like, and then, you know, so I can't wait for them to bump into Molly and say, what's up, bitch? Yeah, you're funky. So we don't know what's going to happen. The show's got all kinds of twists and turns, but I do enjoy Insecure on HBO, and I think you will too, so make sure you're watching it. Now look, quick little PSA I want to say to America. It's a lot going on. Insurance can pay for stuff. Stuff can be replaced, but you can't, so be safe. Hey, look, down here. Down there on the YouTube channel thing, to my twos, views, and news, you'll see 3 buttons. One is a comment button, which is what you jump in because it's something you got to tell. The other is a heart little like button. That's what you click because you know your boy did well. But the most important is that banner for subscriptions. So if it wouldn't be too much trouble, please rock the bell. This is your man J Dub. Another episode of My Wifey Made Me Watch It's in the Books. Be looking for more because television's about to explode with the return of Greenleaf. So when you're wondering why I watch it, remember, it ain't me. I guess it stopped. If not, I got you enough.